Balloon Beats.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Talk Live. That is, I'm your host, Patrick Hennessy. As usual, someone's back tonight, and that is the man, the myth, the legend, Brian DeGennaro. Welcome back, Brian. How are we doing?
Great. You guys have been asking for it, and here I am.
Listen, a couple days ago, might have been yesterday, actually, Chad was like, where's Brian? Like, we haven't seen him since World War II. So I figured since today is the day of the Justin Wilson signing officially, we got to bring Brian back on. So, Brian,
I'm a big Wilson guy, so naturally you have to bring me back, right?
The volleyball with the face on it or Justin Wilson?
Yeah, Wilson. I'm a Rawlings guy when it comes to volleyball, so
solid.
Let's go.
Before we do talk about Justin Wilson tonight, want to give a huge shout out. We'll do a regular roll call / attendance. Shout out Aiden, Daniel, Lori, Damian, Kelly, LA Yankee King, Futai, Pistol Pete, Calvin, Hater, Jake. A shout out to everyone currently in the chat. Really do appreciate you guys for coming every night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Keep that in mind for every night moving forward. However, the Yankees have signed Justin Wilson. I believe it's a 1-year contract. I don't think the money is out yet. We actually just finished up a podcast talking about it, so it's great to talk about this stuff twice in the span of 20 minutes. That will be out tomorrow at 12 p.m. on the YouTube channel, but we'll touch on it a little bit tonight. And honestly, I'll just say straightforward, there's no way that this is a bad deal. Like I said on the podcast, only way it's a bad deal is if numbers come out and it's like a 1-year, $15 million kind of thing, which it's not. So I think it definitely couldn't hurt to sign Justin Wilson to improve that bullpen depth. What do you think, Brian?
Yeah, I think it's a great signing. We were talking about it. It's great to have another lefty in the pen. Sorry. Another lefty in the pen alongside Britton and Chapman, but this guy is going to be more for like the middle innings, which is great. He throws a really good cutter, which is great against righties. So even though he's a lefty, he can pitch against righties. So I think it's an all-around great signing. It's going to be a bargain deal, but a good one. So
sure, yeah. Also, before we address anything else tonight, Brian, your camera is amazing. Anyone who's a big fan of the movie The Matrix, Brian is kind of like replicating that tonight. So hashtag Brian's amazing camera in the chat. But yeah, Justin Wilson, he wasn't my first pick as far as relievers go in the free agent market. I would have preferred a Trevor Rosenthal. I would have preferred a who else is out there still? A David Robertson, maybe.
Yeah, Robertson. Yeah.
I still don't think this completely discounts David Robertson coming back, but I definitely think it diminishes it, though. It all depends on how much money the dude wants.
Yeah, I don't think they need to get him now, but I think that'd be another great pickup if they could get him for a cheap deal. And he's coming off Tommy John, so it's not out of the question.
Yeah, no, it all depends on A, how much Wilson got, and B, how much Robertson is demanding, right?
Mm-hmm.
But however, I think Wilson, he was kind of predicted to go back to the Mets. The Mets were the front runner for him a while ago. Now they're in on Rosenthal. I am gonna say that I think the Yankees are out on Rosenthal at this point.
I think so
it's very possible that the Mets do swipe in now and sign Trevor Rosenthal, I guess.
Whatever.
I think it would be a solid move for them. But it's just weird because like looking back in like past free agencies, Rosenthal would be the move that the Yankees made, and Wilson would be the move that the Mets made. But it's weird to see a flip flop. But it's okay. Why did we sign Wilson, who kind of sucks when we need starting pitching? LA Yankee King. Justin Wilson doesn't suck. He was really solid last year.
We needed bullpen help. What are you talking about? We shored up the rotation.
Yeah,
That's all they were gonna do.
Obviously, like you could still improve the starting rotation, I
Yeah,
guess.
but they're not going to. That's it. They're done.
Yeah, the Yankees are probably, unless they sign like a really cheap reliever on like a minor league deal or something, I would say they're done for the offseason for sure. Let's see. Not Yankee related, but hot take. CJ Cron will hit 30 plus home runs this year. You're a CJ Cron guy, aren't you?
I'm me or
you.
Oh yeah, totally. Big CJ Cron guy. Yeah, sure. 35 homers. Book it now.
Evan, this kind of goes back to what we said before. No, I don't think the Yankees will sign anybody else. I think they are done for the offseason. Yeah.
I think maybe one more bullpen arm is possible, but I think that's the only potential move that they're going to make. I think they're pretty much done.
I'd agree. Oh yeah, we just brought that one up. Going to Swainer. Speaking of D-Rob, I kind of mentioned him a couple minutes ago. Do I think it's still realistic? Not really. It all kind of depends, because when I made the D-Rob video before his showcase, I kind of said if D-Rob has a good showcase, I think the Yankees are 1,000% in on him. And while I do think that they still kind of are in on him, I think the only way he comes here is if he takes a very small amount of money, like 1 year, like $2 million.
Let's work this out. How much cap space did they have left before the Wilson signing?
I think they had $9
million. Okay, so if you figure Wilson's probably around 4, that means they have like $5 million left to sign Robertson. You think he'd take that? I think he would. I think a 1 year, $5 million deal.
I think that's a lot for Robertson, though.
But I'm saying at most $5 million.
Do we even need Robertson at this point, though?
Well, I mean, the bullpen is definitely shored up, but can you ever have so many arms? Like, if you can afford to get him, he's a quality pitcher. He's got postseason experience, right? So, like, that's sure. You want that.
I mean, bro, if we're being honest, though, like, I don't know. Like,
all right, maybe you just roll it in and save it for the trade deadline.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, money involved. Like, if we're giving Dave Robertson 1 year, $5 million. I think I'd rather just give Nick Nelson that opportunity and just see what he could do, because we saw flashes of greatness from Nick Nelson last year, even in the playoffs. Like, he definitely has potential moving forward, and I'd like for him to get some sort of opportunity, you know?
For sure.
Let's see. MLB Network said earlier today that it was a minor league deal. I saw that too. Obviously isn't true now. If that was real, Cashman would have been GM for life in my eyes. I'd agree. I don't know where MLB Network got that information from. I saw that as well. They popped it up on their little screen. But yeah, I don't think that that's legitimate at all. Let's see. Anthony sends this message as usual every night. Pat with many T's. Anthony, that's multiple Y's. So appreciate you, bro. If Dominguez comes up and he's still under 21, how will he partake in celebrations since they usually involve champagne? Didn't Juan Soto have this issue? Juan Soto had this issue when the Nationals were in the post. Yeah, because he was only 20, I believe.
But they're not drinking it; they're just pouring it all over each other.
Yeah, but it's interesting. I think they might give Dominguez like apple cider or something.
We got a couple of years to worry about that. So.
Yeah, let's get there first. Let's get to that point. It's a good signing. It would give Chad Green a break. He was being overused.
Agreed.
Yeah. Chad Green definitely. I think he was overworked last year, especially in the postseason. Mm-hmm. And now we have many arms in the bullpen for the postseason that we could rely on in a tough situation. Darren O'Day and Justin Wilson, hopefully, can be 2 more guys that we could trust in that bullpen in big spots, for sure.
Agreed.
Shout out Los Baseball. We just wrapped up a fun little interview / podcast thing. I think it should be up on his channel within the next few days. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for that, guys. If you guys want to know how Unhinged started, some of my thoughts on other baseball topics, we talked about everything: steroids, A-Rod, Jeter, all that stuff. Stay tuned for our interview coming out. He has an awesome channel too, by the way. I think D-Rob will ask of less money on a 1 year deal because he is coming off Tommy John, and I think he wants to win now because he's older and liked it here, so he's used to the organization. He might take a pay cut to come back to the Bronx. It's possible.
I don't think he's going to get much because he's coming off Tommy John, you know?
Yeah.
And he's older, right? He's got to be like 34, 35.
Yeah, I mean, unless he has like a big head after the showcase, because I know he's been hyped up a little bit after the showcase. I don't know. Maybe he's looking for a decent amount of money.
Maybe.
Daniel says 700 subs. Then you hit 600 a few days ago. We did. We hit 600 a couple days ago. Now we're at 700. Next up, 800. I appreciate all you guys, honestly.
Smack that sub button.
Smack that sub button. But yeah, no. On a serious note, I really do appreciate everyone who's helping the channel grow so quickly. Really do appreciate all you guys. Let's see. Ryan at LA Yankee King. Wilson leads Bumgarner in every statistic. So that means Bumgarner might be the worst starting pitcher ever. Ooh, because we know how much LA Yankee King loves Madison Bumgarner. Damn.
I mean, he just used math right there. I can't argue with that.
Quick math. Let's see. Pat, what do you mean done with the offseason? We still have to re-sign Brett Gardner, our best player. How did I forget about him? Our best player.
I don't know,
the team MVP, the captain.
Wait, but actually, can we touch on this for a second? Yeah, I think with the Wilson signing, Gardner's out. I don't think there's any way they're signing him at this point.
He has to be out. No, I mean, bro, I thought he was out after the Bruce signing, and now it's like this has to be it.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think
unless the dude's taking like a league minimum deal. I mean, I
wouldn't be surprised, but who I don't know who's going to give him a contract.
The Cardinals. Brandon thinks he's going to the Cardinals. I could see maybe like the Marlins, Phillies, maybe like one of those teams.
I feel for the guy, man. I mean, he's been here his entire career.
I know, waving.
He's probably got 1 year left. Like, come on, let's get him for like a league minimum deal. Come on, Cash.
Waving the bandanas and the flags. You're going to the parade. You're going to the parade.
I'm leading the parade. Oh hell yeah.
Evan's got a hot take. Luke Voit will hit more home runs for a second year in a row than Trout.
Not that hot of a take.
Not that hot. Let's see. I heard the D-Rob reunion was unlikely because they ended on bad terms. I mean, sure. Yeah, there was like that whole issue. I don't really know the details of it, but there was like a money issue once he did leave. I don't know. I think that's kind of past couple years. So I don't know. The Yankees were at his showcase, so there's definitely some sort of interest. I don't know if Wilson totally negates that, but we'll see. Let's see. I think the Yankees are staying under the luxury tax because in 2023 they got to spend a lot of money.
That's a good point.
Yeah, they definitely do want the want the luxury tax to reset. Because I think once they signed Cole, they went over, didn't they?
Yeah, last year they went over.
Yeah. So, yo, Nick in the chat, party can start. What up, Pat? Is it just me or did that rhyme?
It did.
Nick in the chat,
just you.
Party can start. What up, Pat? We got Jay-Z in the chat, I guess. Should the Yankees honor Gardner by retiring his number for 11 years? What do you think, Pat? No, because you're the Brett Gardner guy, so I need your take.
I'm not a Brett Gardner guy. I don't know why.
You just said you want to wave the bandanas at the parade. Okay. All right.
No, I don't want to retire his number. There's already enough numbers retired that shouldn't be retired. We don't need to retire anymore.
If Sevy isn't the best when come back, he could be moved to the bullpen. Domingo could too. So bullpen could look like O'Day, Wilson, Domingo, Sevy when he's back. Green, Britton, Chapman. Two Brittons in the bullpen. But yeah, no, I know what you mean.
I like that a lot. I do as well. Like that a lot. That's not even taking into account, Sessa and Loizaga, who can be solid at times. So
no, I would definitely agree with you. I kind of suggested this. Robin?
It's kind of nasty.
No, I know.
I haven't seen it out. I haven't seen it like all out in front of me like that. It's kind of nasty.
Yeah. I suggested that a couple weeks ago, especially by the time Severino returns, right? If the rotation is at full strength, we're talking no injuries, I could definitely see them putting Sevy in the bullpen just to like kind of solidify that bullpen going into the postseason. They're not going to want to risk Sevy. They don't want to get him re-injured. So they might just play it cautious and throw him in the bullpen. I could definitely see that happening.
I agree. I mean, they're not going to be able to build him up to much more than 5 innings per start. So is it even worth it at that point? Maybe we just roll with him in the bullpen and reset for next year.
Yeah. Herman could be an option in the bullpen if he doesn't make the rotation as well. The Yankees definitely have a lot of bullpen options, especially ones with length. We're talking about guys like Domingo Herman, Michael King, Jonathan Loizaga. Yeah. These are all guys who could give you multiple innings out of the bullpen. So they would all be solid.
Clark Schmidt too. Oh.
Yeah, I think it's possible we see him this season. But I think if we do, it'll be in a starting pitching role. I can't see him coming out of the bullpen. So? Yeah. Okay. Fountain drinks for Dominguez. Fountain drinks only.
Get him some root beer.
Harper, when asked if he will drink in Canada when he was 19 and just got in the league, that's a clown question, bro. Bryce Harper, he's kind of like faded off in Philly. Like he's not as explosive as a personality, especially since Trevor Bauer kind of overtook that trophy. But I still like Trevor. I mean, I still like Bryce Harper. He's a cool dude. Okay. CJ says, "What's up, Patty Daddy? What's up, Justin Wilson? Not so thrilled about the deal. What do you think? I don't think. Oh, well, Kevin Pillar just signed with the Mets, but I think we can't really go wrong with the Justin Wilson deal. I understand like people wanted a better bullpen arm, like Trevor Rosenthal, for example. But let's just be happy with what we got.
Did y'all see the list of arms we have in the bullpen? Like, come on.
We didn't
be unhappy about that. You have to remember, like, look at what other bullpens look like right now. I think the Yankees have a top 3 bullpen in the league.
Yeah, I would probably say, yeah, it looks really good. They have a lot of depth. And it's not like they just have like that 3-headed monster and then like question marks. It's like they have a number of guys that they could go to at any given moment and have faith in them. So I like it. I'm not complaining about it.
I'm really happy. I was really worried about the bullpen earlier in the offseason. So this really makes me feel a lot better.
Same. Let's see him hit the curve first before we worry about champagne. Lori, I would agree.
Lori makes a good point.
I would agree. Nick says, Brian, you've been MIA for a while. You've been working on making the bandanas.
You know it.
Because last time we saw you, you said you were in the process of making the custom ones for the special day.
Oh, we're working on it.
Still working on it.
Working with suppliers, supply, demand. There's a lot of economics going on. Just hang tight.
How much do you think Tony Watson takes? Because he's a solid arm that could be pretty cheap. Listen, I think Tony Watson would have been an option before Justin Wilson, but Justin Wilson is essentially taking Tony Watson's spot. Tony Watson, if I'm not wrong, he's a left-handed reliever as well, so there's kind of like no need for him at this point. Let's see. Who will get the most playing time, Chad Green or O'Day or Justin Wilson?
Green.
Probably Green. Yeah.
I mean, Green is the best of those 3, but I don't think – I think they'll use O'Day and Wilson a lot. Like I don't think they're just guys that they just got to have depth. I think they're going to use them a lot.
Yeah. Ben Wilson, are you guys going to change the intro to Unhinged since it has Paxton in? Ben, that is actually very funny that you said that because I am currently working on a new intro and a new outro for the 2021 season.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for that. So right now we still have like the old intro, but starting, I would say we'll like start using the new intro like once spring training starts. I guess that's fair.
You got to get some Darren O'Day clips in there too.
There, I got to get Darren O'Day in there. I got to get Tyone. I got to get Brett Gardner. Oh, Jay Bruce. Oh, I like that. Oh, we got Peter in the chat. Hashtag shout out Peter. Let's go, Peter. Brian Hoke says still a possibility for Gardner. Why? That just honestly made my night kind of. It's okay. It's okay.
Real vibe killer there.
I would happily sign Gardy for the league minimum. No joke. I probably wouldn't care.
I'm with you. That's
same. Fine. But I could see the dude getting like $5 million.
Look. At this point, you can't say that Gardner took someone else's spot because we've signed pretty much everyone that we're happy with the signings that we've made, right? So if they stopped right now, we'd be happy. So if they go on and take the extra step and sign Brett Gardner as well, we can't be mad about that. Okay, Pat?
Quick question.
That. What?
Brett Gardner, Jay Bruce, who you picking?
Yeah, probably Bruce, but still, like, either way, I'm not excited.
Yeah, but like, if I had to pick one, I'm picking Bruce too. So, like, what's the need for Brett Gardner? Like, I would say we probably have 3 bench outfielders that I would pick over Brett Gardner. Like, give me Talkman, Bruce, maybe even Greg Allen over Brett Gardner.
Talkman,
I still have faith in Talkman. I still have faith in him.
I want to, man. I want to because he was so promising, but
yeah. Brian, Gardy is done. Just cope with it.
I'm fine. I'm good. I'm chilling.
I think Gardner's hacking your camera. That's probably what it is. He's probably telling you to say this.
He knows.
Let's see. I miss seeing single-digit numbers. Sad face.
Yeah, man. I wish they could unretire some numbers. Like Roger Maris. Does he really need his number retired? He played like 2 seasons with the Yankees.
It's actually funny you said that because I remember a while ago, I was looking up like Roger Maris' stats, and Like he actually like wasn't that significant with the Yankees.
No, the only reason he has his number retired is because he had that
Yeah,
single season record.
which
for
makes
home.
sense. It makes
Yeah,
sense.
sure, but like, really?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, other than him, who else are you gonna? Who are you gonna unretire? Whose number are you gonna unretire? Like, you
I don't
can't.
think you even can
I think
unretire
you
anybody at
can.
this point. You just can't.
Like, especially in the single digits.
Yeah, I get it.
It's a shame. You're never gonna see single digit Yankees again.
Well, number 0.
Oh, 0. That's true.
Yeah, you got 0. Now we can't get Trevor Rosenthal that. He wants $10 million a year. We don't need him anyway. Yeah, I guess Rosenthal kind of wanted like $10 million a year. That's probably why the Yankees didn't go after him. And smart for them for doing so. I like Trevor Rosenthal, but I don't think he would have been worth $10 million a year at all.
Yeah. We've seen in the past that signing relievers to big deals is not it doesn't always work out.
Yeah.
Ottavino. Sorry.
Yes, Daniel, Royal Sim starts today on Twitch after this stream, twitch.tv/Unhinged New York. I know I promised. There's no guarantee, however, that it's going to work. I'm going to try to set up MLB The Show to stream it and do like a Royals franchise because I know a lot of you guys have been asking for that. We're going to see if it works. Hopefully it does.
Royals franchise?
Royals franchise. Unhinged KC coming soon.
All right, let's go.
Let's see. That shit ain't goddamn news. Where the dumb news at? That shit's a joke. I think he's referring to Justin Wilson. Camarian is not a fan of it.
Okay. Sorry.
So I apologize. I apologize on behalf of the Yankees for making you so upset about Justin Wilson. Trust me, he's a decent pitcher. You'll like him eventually. Imagine being in a playoff game where Tyone got through 6 and Sevy gets through 7 and O'Day can come in 8 to mess up timing from going from 96 to 89, sinking with frisbee slider. Chapman closes.
It's like 23 innings. What are you talking about?
No, he's saying
through 6, Sevy gets through 7. I know.
He's saying Sevy pitches the 7.
I got it.
Yeah. No, but listen, I think that's a key too because the Yankees don't just have like flamethrowers in the bullpen. Like you could go from O'Day to Chapman in the span of 1 inning, which could definitely mess with the opposing team for sure. Ben Wilson has a hot take. Chapman reestablishes himself as the best closer with his wicked splitter.
I have a question. I don't know if you know the answer to this.
I have an answer.
The 3 batter minimum rule, does that apply in the postseason as well?
I'd assume so, yeah.
Okay.
I'd assume since it's in the regular season, it's got to be in the postseason.
Stupid. Why the 11 the runner on second in extra innings doesn't apply to the postseason?
I'd hope not. Because that's the stupidest rule I've ever seen. I hate it. I came on live like when they said that like it's going to be in effect for the 2021. I looked dead into the camera and I said, "Whoever came up with that rule, you're the worst person alive."
Whoever came
and
up
I think
with that
that's
rule
a fair
hates
statement.
baseball.
No, genuinely,
they're not baseball fans. So why you got people running baseball that aren't baseball fans?
Mark says you're talking about this bullpen, but other than Cole, who in the starting rotation is getting you to 6th inning consistently? Listen, Mark, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, in the beginning of the season, they're definitely not going to work him that far. I doubt in their first couple starts they're even going to let these guys pass the 5th, just because they're going to be very cautious. But I think by the end of the season, Kluber and Tyone can both be 2 guys that could work you deep into the 6th, maybe even the 7th.
Kluber's an innings eater, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's going to take some time to build these guys back up, especially after not pitching for a couple of years.
I have a hot take, little hot take.
Go for it.
Watch Jordan Montgomery. I think he could break out this year. Sure. I think he could be a really solid pitcher for the Yankees. So,
sure, I'd agree.
I regret saying that about 6 months.
Justin Wilson was the only bright spot in that 2015 AL wildcard game against the Astros. Yeah, a lot of people like to forget that game, and reasonably so. That wildcard game was awful. I remember being there and just having. It's so funny because looking back at that like lineup that they fielded that day, it was like Chris Young was batting like 3rd. You had Rob Refsnyder in there. Like it was a putrid lineup, but we still had so much faith for some reason. But yeah, Justin Wilson, 2015 Yankee legend. He was a part of that that great bullpen with Betances and Miller.
Yeah.
Brian's hot take, he gets to wave Gardner off with his homemade bandanas. Yeah, Brian really likes that. Brian plus Gardner equals Bardner. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Pat just logged in, had knee surgery today. If this doesn't spell commitment to channel, I don't know what does. What did I miss?
Round of applause for Danny.
Round of applause for Danny. Danny had knee surgery today. still remembers 9 o'clock is Unhinged time. I genuinely appreciate that, my man. Thank you. Thank you for supporting the channel.
He wants to be entertained. Of course he's going to come here.
Get a little bit of both every night.
You're welcome, Danny.
Thank you, and you're welcome, Danny.
Thank you, and you're welcome.
But yeah, what did you miss? Basically talking about Justin Wilson. I think he's an awesome move. There can't really go wrong with it. Brian agrees. We all agree. We're all happy. We're all having a good time. It's a great Monday night. And Brian's a Gardner guy. Remember that. Trivia. Who is the only Yankee to get World Series walk-off ending hit to finish series?
That's a little random. Unless it's Wilson. I don't...
Yeah, Justin Wilson got a World Series ending walk-off hit. Futai, I genuinely have no idea. I didn't study. This isn't Unhinged trivia.
It's probably Roger Maris, isn't it?
You think?
Well, I was talking shit about Roger Maris, so I assume that someone's going to put me in my place.
Well, let's see what CJ just said. Bro. My mom thinks Brett Gardner is worth $10 million because he made $12.5 million last year, and she wants him back. I said, what? Do you know Pat Hennessy? He will prove you wrong. Listen, you could tell your mom that Pat Hennessy says Brett Gardner is definitely not $10 million. If she wants some analytics, just show her that his stats last season. She'll understand. That's actually funny. Gardner still has speed, and he's a pesky hitting left-hander. Plus, he doesn't get injured like the other Glass brothers in the outfield. I guess, but like
Mark knows what's up.
He's still not worth a lot of money. If you want to give him a little bit of money, sure, but like, no, I don't know. Johnny, what's going on, Johnny? Shout out to Johnny in the chat. If the Yankees keep retiring numbers, then how will they put numbers on their jerseys? They just won't.
We're gonna move to letters.
We could,
yeah,
or we could just put like symbols.
Oh,
like what if someone just wants like an exclamation point instead of a number? They could probably do that.
I love it.
What would you get? All right, Brian, if you were on the Yankees and they told you you had to pick a uniform number, what is it?
2 question marks. Because why the fuck am I on the Yankees?
God, that's true. That's a very reasonable argument. Oh, God. Any chance we could get Shane Green or D-Rob as well? Shane Green, probably not. But D-Rob, I guess it's still possible, but the odds are probably so slim.
Yeah,
so slim.
We touched on it. I don't think they need him at this point. We have a pretty deep bullpen.
Yeah. Hashtag Brian, you ain't an English teacher. Stop judging.
It's fair.
You could honestly, like, picturing like my English teachers from high school. I could definitely picture you as an English teacher, like just teaching me about like Huckleberry Finn and shit.
I need to buy some more tweed, but otherwise, yeah.
Tweed?
Yeah, you know, like those tweed blazers that people always wear that are English teachers.
But you have a few already.
No.
Do you have one?
No.
That's a lie because you had to think about it.
I wish I did. I would admit it if I did.
If you do, like, wear it on live next week.
I'm gonna get one, and one day this summer I'll wear a tweed blazer on.
Go for it. Cole goes 5 innings, allowing 1 run, and it's a 2-1 game. Who do you put in the 6, Wilson or O'Day? I'm leaving in Cole.
Yeah.
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 But if I have to take him out, I guess I'd go Wilson.
I'd go Green.
That's not an option here, Brian.
How do we know? How do we know it's not an option?
Because he just said Wilson or O'Day. Really, Brian? Like, you disappear for a month. People don't know where you are.
Boys.
Now you show up and you don't even want to answer simple questions. Unbelievable. Oh, God. We had some faith in that god-awful lineup because we somehow made it through the awful 2011-2014 season. It's true. It's crazy looking back on like the 2013, 2014, 2015 Yankees. These were teams that were well over above 500.
Yeah, that's the amazing part.
The 2013 Yankees, a team that relied on like Vernon Wells, Lyle Overbay, Travis Hafner, they were somehow over 500.
Ugh.
How? Oh, it's Billy Martin for the trivia.
Yeah, really?
I had no idea.
Interesting. I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Wouldn't have guessed that.
How many games does Gary Sanchez play this year?
12.
Excuse me? Did you say 12?
Yeah, you put a number out there, and whoever's
I'll put a number out there
at the end of the year will get a prize.
Are you going like the Price is Right route where you're just
No.
like trying to like lowball? All right, I'm gonna
You have
say
an unhinged tattoo?
yeah.
I didn't
Brian,
know
I
that.
know you've
That's
been gone
fresh.
for like a month. Thanks, I got it
That's
like a
nice.
month ago.
Oh, sick. What is
Yeah.
new?
So I would probably say like 130, maybe like 120.
130. Yeah. If he stays healthy and doesn't suck,
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
two big ifs. I'm going with 12. I'm sticking with my number.
I'm banking on health. Banking on health here.
Bacon on health.
Bacon on health. Trade Giancarlo Schmidt Dominguez for Belly and prospect from the Dodgers. Who does the trade? Who doesn't do the trade? What do you think about that trade?
I don't think either side does the trade.
I don't think the Yankees or Dodgers do that trade, to be
Yeah.
completely honest.
No, I don't do that trade.
I don't even think Stanton agrees to that trade because he's a no trade clause. So
he'd probably agree to go to the Dodgers.
You think?
Yeah, I think if there's any other team that he'd go to, it's probably the Dodgers.
I
He's
guess
from LA or
Yeah.
around that area.
Yeah, he's from California.
And they're good.
True. Wait, I thought he was
Better
from
than
like
Yankees.
San Fran area. I could be wrong. I have
thought
no
it was
idea.
LA. You might be right, but I thought it was from LA.
Yeah. I need baseball. So ready to move on and start the season. Don't even care how good we are. Just want Yanks baseball. Swainer, I agree with you 1,000%, bro.
Let's go. Inject it into my veins.
What kind of sucks though is like we get so excited for the start of spring training. I believe the first spring training game is February 28th. I watched the first spring training game and then I'm like,
and then the injuries start piling up.
It's not even that. It's like spring training gets so boring so quick. Like I know we all get so excited for spring training, and it's a nice little novelty at first. But like, guys, like let's just all be honest with each other here. Spring training gets so boring after like 3 days. Like I don't really want to watch like as Oswaldo Peraza like bat second. Like you know what I mean? Like it's brutal. But yeah. Adding Wilson, I believe we now have to add another 40-man spot. Your thoughts, DFA or another trade laying in the tall grass? It's tough because I don't know. Maybe because I think they still have to add Sevy to the 60-man. So maybe once they add Sevy to the 60-man, maybe that'll free up a roster spot. Maybe the Yankees are just hoping for another 60-day injury at this point. I don't know.
Wouldn't put it out of the question.
Joe Girardi carried those trash Yankees teams. Yeah, I don't think Girardi gets enough credit for what he did with those trash ass teams.
Yeah, I'm a big Girardi guy.
You're a big lot of guys. Okay, I always say this stuff and it comes off weird, but okay, whatever. Hot take: Clint is going to be like a $20 million player over his next free agency. What do you think?
I think so, man. If he starts playing regularly, I don't see a way that he doesn't just rake. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
maybe more.
It's possible. It really depends on how he performs.
Clint Frazier MVP 2022.
He has potential to do so.
That's a hot take, but
a hot take, but it's not that outlandish because, like, my prediction was I think Clint's actually going to be an all-star this year.
If he plays, I agree 100%.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I'm so glad they didn't trade him. Honestly, like I know that we were talking about him getting traded throughout the offseason, but I'm so glad they held on to him.
Same. The only way I would have been cool with it is if you get a guy in return like Kyle Hendricks or like Luis Castillo. That's probably the only way I'd be down for it.
Honestly, I'm happy with what they did with the starting rotation.
Same.
I would rather what they did now than trade. Although Castillo would have been nice.
Yeah, I also would have liked Hendricks as well. But these are also options that could happen at the deadline.
I think having Kluber and Frazier is better than having one of those guys alone. So
I would agree.
I'm all with it.
I would agree. Brian doesn't like
and Tyone too. Don't forget Tyone. Is it Tyone?
I believe it's Tyone.
Okay.
Like Tyone. I own a tie. Tyone.
Thank you for breaking that down.
Hot take: Higgy will be an all-star catcher. That's a hot take.
That's fire.
That's flaming.
That is
what's like the biggest, like a 5-alarm fire? That's what they call it.
That's third-degree burn take. That's a third-degree burn take right there.
We got another hot take. Johnny Lasagna will win AL Relief Pitcher of the Year.
Ooh, I like these hot takes.
We got some hot takes.
He's got the stuff to do it. He's got the talent. Can he put it together?
The weirdest trade that almost happened was DiMaggio for Ted Williams. Yeah, wasn't this discussed in like a bar or something? Like in like 1940? They're like, yo, I'll give you DiMaggio for Ted Williams. And then it
The
obviously never came to
the
fruition.
weirdest trade that did happen was Babe Ruth for $1 million.
True. I mean, $1 million back then, though, was
A
like,
lot of money, but it's just
uh,
money.
Pat, I got two very important questions. First, how was your day? Second, what did you do today? First, my day is awesome. My day is always awesome. Second, what did I do today? Absolutely nothing. I'm here with you guys. That's all that matters, right? Big smile on my face. Do you think Chacin will make the roster if he has a good spring training? It'll take an excellent spring training for him to make the roster.
Yeah, I agree. I think this roster is pretty set, unless there's some injuries, but which isn't out of the question.
Yeah. Honest takes. Who is winning each division? Who is winning World Series MVPs? Everything. What do you guys think? I want to know your opinion.
Jeez. We should do. Are we going to do like a prediction kind of like series or something?
Yeah, we should do like a 2021 like prediction episode. But right now, I guess we'll give like our World Series prediction, just as like a little teaser for that, because I think maybe we'll do it like before. Should we do it before spring training or before opening day?
Before opening day, we'll
probably right.
We'll build up to it. Build up to it.
But World Series, I'm gonna say the same thing that I've said for the past couple of years: Yankees, Dodgers, Yankees in 6.
Yankees, Padres, Yankees in 5.
I like it, Brian. To be fair, if 2020 taught us anything, it's to not take spring training for granted. That's true. That is true. As boring as spring training is, it did kind of suck when it got canceled last year.
True.
Especially because we didn't know if we were gonna have baseball at all for the rest of the year. Like that was such a weird time. I'll never forget that when like we first found out like NBA. I think the NBA was the first one to suspend the season. And then MLB is like, all right, like whatever, like we're done too.
Yeah, shit. That was nuts.
I think Cole just sits in the shower staring into forever after a bad start. What do you guys think? Probably no, Frank. I could definitely see that happening. He's just like, he's probably just sitting there with his head down, like, and that's after like a start where he goes like 7 and gives up 1 earned. G-Man Choi, bro. G-Man Choi.
G-Man Choi. Oh God, I hate him.
All right, now I'm kind of like in the mood for this conversation. Like, what do you think Gerrit Cole like goes home and like tells his wife about like G-Man Choi? He fucking like he like slams open the door. He's like, this fucking guy again. Every time, honey. I don't know what to do. I throw the ball wherever. He just launches it every single time. I'd love to hear that conversation.
I'm intentionally walking him next time.
Fuck this. I come to New York and he still hits bombs off me. I don't get it. Oh, good times. Good times. Good times. If anyone has the money to go to the Field of Dreams game, they can stay at my place. I live an hour away from it. Look at Ben. Look at Ben being such a nice guy.
Up on that.
Isn't it in Iowa?
I wanted to go when they first announced it, but
it's supposed to be last year.
It's supposed to be last year, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they probably like that's got to be like a COVID-free zone over. Like you're in the middle of the nowhere. Like how does COVID even get there?
I mean, I think by summer we're going to be in a lot better shape anyway. So.
Oh yeah, no, like right now I think the stadium's going to be at what, like 10% capacity for opening day. They said.
I think by the end of the year we'll be up at like 50% at least.
I was gonna say, I would say like for postseason, I could see 50%.
Yeah,
as long as everything goes well and like a bunch of people are gonna be vaccinated by then too. We're in good shape. We're in good shape. Could you see the Yankees go after Salvador Perez at the trade deadline? He's a free agent at the end of the year, had a good 2020, and is a World Series MVP. Probably not.
How about Bartolo Colon?
I hate you. I hate you, Brian. How much money did Justin Wilson get in the signing? I don't think they announced it yet. If anyone in the chat knows, let me know because I didn't see anything.
$4 million, but we don't know for sure.
Yeah, I would say somewhere between like 2 to like 4. I can't imagine he got more than 5. If Clint is in the lineup every day, he will be one of the guys that no team will see coming. I think he's pretty underrated going into the season. Kelly, I agree. I've been saying all offseason, I think Clint Frazier is the most underrated bat in that Yankees lineup right now, for sure.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hot take. Pat gets signed as the Yankees' next broadcaster. Could you imagine? I don't know. I don't think they would want me.
That's
I'm a
an even
little
harder
too
take than
unhinged.
he as World Series MVP.
What about Tyler Wade hitting 70 bombs? I could do it. I could clean my image up a little bit. Right, let's practice. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. The Yankees win. The Yankees win.
Not feeling
Was that passionate enough?
No, I think it was too passionate.
Yeah. Next time I'll kind of like tone it down a little bit. Right?
Yeah.
I don't want to get too excited. I feel Devian Schmidt will get some time as a showcase for a possible Castillo trade. Yeah. I mean, especially if like Schmidt lights it up in AAA.
Yeah.
It's possible.
That I could see. Yeah, like a mid-season trade deadline kind of trade.
Yeah, I'd agree. Hot take: Martian MVP in 2023.
I'm really sick of talking about Jason Dominguez already.
Same.
Guy hasn't played a professional game.
Bro, to be honest, like I just want to see him like perform in the minors, then we could talk about him. But I don't really care that he keeps hitting the ball hard off a tee. Like it doesn't really mean anything to me, to be honest. You should. What?
Dude is promising, but
yeah, he's promising.
Let's give him a chance.
Yeah. You should do a video a few days before opening day and a few predictions on the Yankees for 2021. We're gonna do it.
We should do like a prediction series. Make a series out of it, like a week. We'll have like a week-long event series. Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
Unhinged predicts.
What blockbuster trade can happen between the Yankees and Dodgers? Let me know. I think they can make a solid trade that could be good for both.
Bellinger for Judge. Would you take that?
Hell no. I don't think I do that. I mean, it's enticing.
That's tempting.
I just love
Bellinger's healthy. Bellinger stays healthy.
I know, but I don't know. I think it's just.
I think Judge is a better player. But
yeah, I guess.
Plus lefty bat, short porch.
I know. The AL is garbage right now. The White Sox and Twins are the only other two elite teams. And also, bro, if I'm facing the Twins in the playoffs, I'm licking my lips. But Rays, Jays, Red Sox, Indians, Angels are all just meh. I'd agree.
I wouldn't say the Twins are elite, but yeah, other than that.
Regular season, they're always elite. And then, bro, once you face them in that, like, I want to face J Happ in the playoffs so
Oh my
bad.
God, how wonderful would that be?
So bad.
How great would that be? Yankees are up 2-0 in the ALDS and Happ's on the mound.
Hey, Bright has a burning hot take. Third-degree burning hot take.
Here we go,
Aaron Boone manages one game this season and gets fired. Could you imagine? How bad would that one game need to go?
I think everyone on the roster would have to get like spontaneously combust for that to happen, and it would have to be proven that it's Boone's fault because there's no other way they're dropping him. They love him.
I'll give you guys a one scenario where I think this is possible. Aaron Boone knows he has COVID, right? Knowingly having COVID, he walks into the dugout, coughs on everyone, just walks up to everyone, just starts coughing all over them. That's the only way I can see this.
During Twister?
Yeah, probably after Twister. Probably after Twister. Postseason will be 100% capacity. I like that idea.
I think honestly, I think it's possible. It's possible.
Anything is possible with hard work. There's no obstacle.
I don't think it's likely, but I think it's possible.
I saw a Valentine's Day pickup line of, "Are you 40 mil a year? Because I don't deserve you," and a picture of Trevor Bauer.
I love that.
Oh God. I saw that Derek was coming on the stream. Okay, this is actually something that I'm interested. I'm interested in talking about because Derek texted me about 15 minutes before we were about to go live. He goes, "Apparently, I'm coming on your stream tonight." I'm like, that's news to me because we didn't really schedule anything. He's like, "Someone in my chat said that I'm coming on your stream tonight. I thought it was one of your guys." I'm like, "No, none of my guys said that." But yeah, Derek is going to be coming on the stream one day this week. We're going to set something up for that to happen. So yeah,
it was my burner account.
Probably. You're just like, I really don't want to do this tonight. Derek, please fill in. Pat, fire announcer. I try. But then Jake says, Pat sounds boring as an announcer. Should I give it one more shot?
A lot of mixed reactions here. I don't know. Maybe you need to incorporate some ASMR into it.
All right, ready? That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. Brett Gardner walk-off home run. All right, moving on. Swainer, new feature. They add masks in MLB The Show 21. The Gators actually look dope on Frazier, and others they could totally see them adding them. Road to the Show COVID style, baby. I would like it if MLB The Show actually added a feature where like you could have no fans in the stadium.
I'd like them to make the game good first, then
True.
maybe work on that stuff.
Apparently, they have like create a stadium coming in the new one, which
That's
should
pretty
be
cool.
fun.
That's
It is
pretty
pretty
cool.
cool. Yeah. But honestly, I haven't played that game in months.
Did you ever play MVP baseball?
Yes.
The EA Sports game. That was the best baseball game.
Bro, when I was younger, I used to like so what I used to do is like I used to go like with my mom to GameStop and like I had a PS2. So like GameStop used to have like all these PS2 games, like they were like 99 cents. So I would literally go, I got like all the MLB 2K games, all the Slugfest. Did you ever play Slugfest? Where like you could punch the players and stuff, all the MVP baseballs. You could buy all of them like back in the day. They were like $15. You get every year of every game. Good times. I used to play all those games.
Yeah.
Oh, so much fun. Take me back to the PS2
MLB
days.
The Show is trash.
Yeah, no, I'd like take me back to MVP baseball. I would love that. Let's see. It's like watching chess quiet. Yeah, I could be a chess announcer, and the king has been conquered.
Maybe you should go with golf.
Golf. I could be a good golf announcer.
You could be a multi-sport announcer like Jim Nantz.
Like Joe Buck.
Or Joe Buck.
Could be Pat Buck. Just saying. Hot take. Stan wins AL MVP and Clark Schmidt wins Rookie of the Year. Not that hot of a take. That's not scorching hot. It's more of like a first-degree burn.
I would love to see Stanton come back and just rake this year.
True. No, I think we expect him to. As long as he's healthy with the yoga and everything, Stanton's gonna rake. Absolutely gonna rake.
Yoga's the answer to everything, man.
Yeah.
I've never done
it. I took a weightlifting class in college. I know, weightlifting. You're gonna laugh. Yeah, no, it was like a gym requirement. And the class before us was like a yoga class. And like, bro, like they would come out like fucking dripping sweat. Like yoga's tough. Yoga's tough. Let's see. What do we got? Garrett Cole's son probably sits there and asks his dad in the future, hey, since G-Man Choi is your dad on the field, does that make him my grandfather? J.K. Cole is a beast. It's just the whole Cole G-Man Choi thing. It's like, it was so funny.
Stupid.
It was funny until it happened in the postseason.
Yeah.
Because now I'm like, this is getting ridiculous. Oh, God help us. Pat, are you going to do videos after games breaking down thoughts? I think that would be badass. A live after games talking thoughts, especially after Kluber and Tyone games. Danny, that's actually funny you mentioned this because I was talking to Brian about this earlier. I know right now, our schedule as far as content goes is every day we have content. We do a live stream 9 to 10 every night, and then we do like the recorded shows that come out 12 p.m. every day as well. Once the season starts, I think we're going to be doing multiple live streams a day. We're going to be doing pre-games for just about every game where we'll go live for like an hour before the game talking about the game and whatnot. And then maybe some days we'll do like watch parties where like we all watch the game on live stream and just talk about it like during the game and whatnot. And then also every game we'll do like a post-game live stream and we'll go like live for like an hour after the game just talking about it and whatnot. It's obviously not going to be at 9 o'clock at our usual time because like it'll be right after the game ends. So maybe around like 10:30. But yeah, we're definitely going to be keeping the content going. We're actually going to be doubling the content once the season starts. So stay tuned for that. Along with the recorded episodes that are still going to come out daily. Hot take, Tyler Wade will start over Gleyber Torres at short, and Thairo Estrada will start over DJ this season after proving themselves in the beginning of the season. What?
All right, I think that's where we end. I don't think we can.
What? Thairo Estrada starting over DJ and Tyler. That's got to be a joke. That's a joke. Shout out to you, Aiden. You got
that. Is a flaming hot take.
Oh my God. Sorry to leave early. Meds kicking in. Love the channel, bro. Great interaction with fans. Elbow.
Yo,
Danny.
Danny.
Shout out to you. I wish you the best recovery. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Genuinely appreciate it.
Out there. Let's go, baby.
Weed phase happened the postseason just to get shut out.
That's exactly what would happen. That's exactly what would happen. And it would be so frustrating. Like this guy finally knows how to pitch. Great.
Oh, my existence. This is a good question. What are we doing with Miguel Andujar? Make a great trade.
I think it's
It
too late for that.
I
He
don't
has
know what
no
his
value.
value is. It's so
Zero.
confusing.
He has no value. I mean, that's a shame. They should have traded him when they had the chance.
Yeah. CJ, hottest take. Unhinged is the best YouTube baseball channel.
That's not a hot
Appreciate
take.
that, CJ.
That's not a hot take. That is understood. You know that. Everybody here knows that, right?
It's a very valid take. Brian's got some commotion going on in the background too.
Oh yeah, there's some yelling outside.
Sounds like quite a blast. Slugfest was the best. Hands down, favorite old baseball game. Wish they would bring that back. Imagine like a new Slugfest. Like you could just face. I would face the Astros every time and just fight them after every single pitch.
Did you ever play what was they called? NFL Street or NBA Street?
Yeah, and
Those
yes,
fun as
those were really fun. And then wasn't there like one of the versions where like the Mario characters were in it too?
Yes.
Yeah, I used to love those games. Okay, hear me out.
Fun. Now they're too serious, man.
No, I know. But hear me out. I don't know if you're gonna remember this because you're a little bit older than I am, old man Brian. But do you remember when McDonald's used to have the video games? Chat.
Yeah.
Let me know if anyone else remembers. I remember playing like NBA Street in McDonald's.
That's hilarious. But there's only like certain McDonald's, not all of them.
The ones with like the play areas.
The ones by me didn't have that. But
and the controllers were like attached to the machine.
I remember like going on vacation and like stopping at a certain McDonald's and they would have that. Yeah.
I feel like when I was growing up, they just had like PS2s everywhere. Like you went to like the barbershop, PS2. You went to like children's place, PS2. You went to like the toy store, PS2. Anywhere you go, PS2. Do you think the snow? Oh, the show. I was like the snow. Bro, with all this snow lately, it's the only thing on my mind. Do you think the show should start doing throwbacks like they are this year with Jackie Robinson on the cover? Next year, put Hank Aaron on the cover. Sure. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I love throwbacks.
I don't know if that. I think the point of it though is to kind of grow the game a bit, and they want to promote the young guys. You know, they want to promote the current stars. But I love that idea, especially if they do like special edition games. Like totally.
Yeah. I would pay to see a 6'7", 280-pound man do yoga in a class with all girls. Listen, when I said that to Brandon the other day, I'm like, I would pay to be a fly on the wall of a class with Judge and Stan doing yoga. He looked at me like I was sus, bro. I'm like it's not in a weird way, just like because I think it would be a funny sight to see. Whatever.
Something you want to tell us?
Pat, you fucking rock, man. Thank you, Julio. Thank you. Genuinely appreciate that. Ben Wilson, bro. Higashioka, boom, boom, boom. I mean,
that is a quality comment, man.
Bro, I'll never forget how much I laughed at your ALDS Game 2 reaction live stream after Boom took out Devi after one inning. Don't get me wrong, I was mad too, but it was funny to see you guys mad.
Yeah, we get very, very angry.
Yeah. You guys are gonna get some quality content in the post games this year. Because listen, it's also because usually like when people record content, it's not directly after the game, so you have a little time to like absorb the stuff. When we go live right after games, no time to think. It's just raw emotion. Like, fuck everyone. I hate this team. It's good times. Good times. Stanton will get hurt 26 games into the season, and Andujar will take his place as DH. Let's hope not. Let's really hope not. Yes, there was a Nintendo 64 with Mario 64 in my McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember McDonald's used to have the dope-ass video games. PS2 is still the best console of all time, and I will die on that hill. PS2 was solid. Xbox 360 was pretty quality as well. I used to like my Xbox 360. Yankees fan since the 70s here. Bro,
nice.
I was born in 2000, so like that's way before my time. All right, last comment of the night. Tatis Jr. for Torres, Devi Medina. Are you doing it?
That's tempting.
That's really tempting.
That's really tempting.
I think I say yes. Because my thing is like you're only really losing Devi and Medina because like you're just replacing Torres with Tatis, which I consider an upgrade.
Yeah.
So it's like I think I do it.
I think I do.
I think I do it. But on that note,
Tatis Jr. is a future Yankee for sure.
You think?
Yeah.
San Diego. I guess it depends. But that is going to wrap things up for us tonight. I am going live on Twitch now, twitch.tv/Unhinged New York. We are going to be playing some MLB The Show, hopefully tonight, as long as it works out well. I'll see you guys on there in about 5 minutes. Definitely stay tuned tomorrow. We have a recorded episode coming out on the channel at 12 p.m. Eastern time about the Justin Wilson acquisition, what it means for the bullpen moving forward. And you guys know the deal. We go live every night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So if you don't decide to come on Twitch in 5 minutes, I will see you guys tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Appreciate you all. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, and we will see you tomorrow or in 5 minutes on Twitch. Peace.